Yo, 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 yo. Mic sounds good, I think. I think it does. I think it does. Okay. Ugh. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Give me a second to get settled here. Man, when I take a week break, it always feels like it's been like a month or something. What up? What up? What up? Whoever's in here, shout out to whoever's in here. Appreciate it, per usual. Just trying to get my post. Gotta post to my socials real quick, and then we can get into it. Hmm? Okay, now I just saw some bullshit on Twitter about Enkidu, and so I don't go into Twitter Spaces because motherfuckers be yapping. They be yapping about bullshit. All right, posted on my socials. Posted on my socials. Uh, when Mark, I know it does feel like it's forever. Appreciate the shirts you've been we're dropping. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yo, T Base new art looks clean. Yes, I am absolutely back infatuated with T Bait. The new chapters look absolutely fantastic. I'll probably be dropping my review tomorrow for that. For the three chapters that just dropped within the past week. Um, Review for that tomorrow. Um, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I've decided to like every at least like 5 to 6 weeks. I'm gonna take like a week break just to take some time for myself or whatever, and also to work on other stuff because I got other content I'm trying to work on. Obviously, if you saw the shorts like Loki mentioned, I was able to work on my shorts and get some shorts put out, um, and get some of that out. And like I said, I got two other videos that I'm working on, and then I got my Saga Soulmates channel, which I also work on that too. So yeah, I got two channels I'm trying to maintain, trying to get the other one more popular. I'm trying to get more content on that one out. But I took a break on that one last week as well. So yeah, trying to build two different places is a little bit difficult, but I'm maintaining and doing the best I can. I'm trying to get my fiance to learn video editing, but it's a very slow process, so she can work on it when I can't. But other than that, Tower of God. Okay, Tower of God. T bait. Yeah, again, T bait review tomorrow. Expect that. Got a lot to talk about with that. That shit is fire, especially the chapter that came out yesterday. The hype with this lady that they got buffed Arthur struggling to keep up with her. Ooh, lit. Anyway, I can't stay on here super long today, so I apologize. I have to work tonight. I'm off Friday, so I can stream like 3 4 hours. No problem. But I do have to work tonight because I'm going to a Halloween party tomorrow. So I'll probably be up here for an hour at the most. But yeah, so let me pull out. I'm gonna pull out the comments immediately so we can get right into it. We got a lot to talk about. Hey, is this screen going to address both of the chapters or just the one? Just the one. I wasn't really thinking about last week's chapter. What was last week's chapter? Last week's chapter was more so about what? Yeah, last week's chapter. Last week's chapter. I think it's pretty much set in stone. And like the biggest question I had for last week's chapter got answered in this chapter, which was what was Bomb talking about, where he knows that there was an underlying plot. That was basically the biggest thing for last week's chapter. Last week's chapter was decent. Art was cool, but it wasn't like major. So no, I don't think I'm gonna address next week's chapter, last week's chapter. But I'm definitely gonna talk about everything that happened this week. Um, A lot of controversial opinions about this week, um, which is interesting. I'm glad because obviously y'all heard me talk about going the other way with maybe thinking that Enkidu really did murder Amweez instead of Trom. I'm still sticking to that. You know, the arguments that I've seen that have said that I'm wrong or could be wrong. I'm I'm sorry. The arguments aren't convincing. They haven't been convincing enough for me to pick a definite. So, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Let me just get to the comments. We will talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna be up here for like an hour, maybe some change. So again, I'm sorry. Um, I usually don't work Fridays, but it is what it is. Bup, 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 bup. Let me edit this real quick. Oh no, we ain't doing that. We're doing that, and we're doing that. Okay, well that's cool. All right, comments. Comments. Hope everybody's having a swell week. Cheers to the weekend. Okay. Um. Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't enjoying these last recent chapters because the comments have been gotten lower compared to the like 2 weeks previous, where it was like Gusting and Trom. Like everybody was so invested in that. And I saw people on because I still go to other websites to go read the comments, even though when people send a direct link for the chapter, I usually just read the direct link from the Google Drive. But I still go on Comic to read what people are talking about, what people are saying. I see a lot of people are upset that about like the main character being the main character, which is Bomb. Some people wanted to go back to the Gusting and Tron fight, and it's just like, well, we hit a point. Like we hit a point. We hit a point where we're cool. Like we don't gotta. Like I think we milked that for a very long time. For the past like 2 months almost, we milked that fight. We could take a couple breaks from it. Okay, we can definitely take some breaks from it. We'll be okay. Like you, I understand a lot of people like fighting and fight shit. I don't know. I think in I'm making a video by the way about One Piece and why I think I like the One Piece anime now more than I like the manga. And very controversial take, very controversial take. But it's another video I'm working on. Um, a part of that, which is here also, I think a part of that has to do with me like kind of getting older and maturing and being more patient with stuff. But fighting is cool, but I with a lot of these stories, I'm very much more invested in the plots and what's happening, um, and the development of the characters and their backgrounds. I'm way more invested in that than actual fights nowadays. When I was like in my like like maybe mid to early 20s, I was super invested in fighting and shit. I'm not that way anymore. I'm kind of really invested that way. So, um, drink some water. I actually didn't grab none, but I'm probably gonna need some. New Gen Electric. What's up, Mark? I finally caught the stream live. After every new chapter that comes out, your review videos for every new chapter that comes out are my favorite to watch. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I really do my best to get those out and make it enjoyable. Thank you very much. Um, actually, have you question One Piece? Are you caught up? Yeah, I am caught up. I am caught up. Yeah, like I was saying a couple minutes ago. I'm actually starting to enjoy the One Piece anime a little bit more than I enjoyed the manga. I'm actually very sad that it's on hiatus. It's going on hiatus till April of next year. But they were getting very close. They were getting very close, way too close. So yeah, let the animators from Toei go relax because they are going to have to come back and animate some really hype shit. Um, so it's all good. But as far as the manga goes, yeah, I'm caught up. Elbaf stuff. People have been waiting for this for years. I'm happy that we finally made it here. I'm not super invested in the Loki thing and in the Loki conspiracies. I'm just I don't have too many theories about it. Some people call him the new Straw Hat. Some people are saying like him and Luffy are gonna have like a groundbreaking duel. Like I saw all types of shit. I just like to read people's opinions sometimes, but sometimes it gets out of hand, especially when it comes to power scaling. Like One Piece is one of the most toxic power scaling communities that exist in the world. So, But anyway, um, yeah, I'm caught up. So, but yeah, let's get back to Tower God real quick. So, we're gonna scroll down. Is Daniel the first one? Daniel is the first one. Okay, Daniel. Daniel's the first one this week. Check Daniel out. Check Daniel out. I don't think Daniel's in the chat. Um, I don't think he is. But Daniel is first today. Bet. All right. So, um, so I know a lot of people have some like some different takes than me. So I'm reading these with a little bit of grain of salt. But I'm going to try to address each of the points that people, because I have before I jumped on. I did look at a few of the comments, and I see like I said, people have different takes to me, and that's fine. Y'all know I don't care. Um, but I kind of stand on the shit I think to be true, and and it's come true. Like I've been right about a few things, even though it's not popular take. But no Enkidu, no Enkidu. All I can say is that Enkidu escalates the situation between Amweed and Traumary, causing their relationship to deteriorate quickly. At this point, I can't defend Traumary anymore. Ooh, we got trouble in the zoo house. Trouble in the zoo house? Huh? What? Is there trouble in the animal kingdom? I can't defend Traumery anymore. Oh no, Daniel was super Trom inspired. All right. um, weird Kidu, weird Kidu. Yeah, weird Kidu with big facts. I said it during the chapter review. Bro is super obsessive. It's actually very it's very sad because I don't know if I necessarily blame Enkidu's obsession with Trom on Enkidu because he started out as a being that was literally Jello, and he's a sponge. He literally was a sponge, and he kind of just got absorbed into Tromery like just got absorbed into like what he got going on and watching him like sitting in that jar. So I don't necessarily blame Enkidu for how he turned out, but it is quite like obsessive and kind of scary. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if y'all have watched um what's the anime that's out right now? Trying to capture a girl in the dungeon or whatever the name of it. I don't. I know that's like the English version of it, but it's the what the hell am I trying to capture a girl in the dungeon? Blah blah blah. But it has another name. I think this was it. This dungeon no with yeah this series if I can click it this I don't know if y'all know if y'all watch that anime but that anime the recent episode oh you can't even see it my bad I didn't realize y'all can't see it this joint I forget what's the it's called trying to capture a girl in the dungeon whatever the English version of it is but I was saying that to say the recent episode in this anime was kind of about a girl who was obsessed with the goddess. She was so obsessed with the goddess that she was trying to murder the main character or whatever. But she was trying to like protect her in a way and make like I guess the main character like fall in love with the false version of her to see if he was like I guess loyal or whatever. And that's kind of like the what I that's kind of what I got from like Enkidu. Like I kind of made the relation to that to what I saw from Enkidu this week. It's kind of like the same thing. Or is it wrong to try to pick up a girls in the dungeon? Yeah, I don't know why the English name of it is so stupid. I think it's so stupid because the series is actually pretty damn good. I just hate the name of it. But the like if you watching the current season, you know what I'm talking about. The girl was kind of obsessed with the goddess, and it's the same. It's kind of the same shit with Enkidu. Like he's super duper obsessed with Traumery. Um, yeah, it's wrong. Okay, yeah, like I don't know if anybody watching the new season, but if you watch this new episode, you can absolutely understand. That girl in that episode literally acts how Enkidu acts. It's literally the same thing. Um, But ideals are too complex, and honestly, both perspectives are honestly behind them, where or both are valid for each character, personal gain. From what I understand, Enkidu's action pushed things too far for Ambuise to handle or accept easily. In all honestly, I will say Ambuise takes a big L. She doesn't take a big L because she died or anything else. She took a big L because she did not address Traumery for the bullshit. As far as we now, obviously we can. There still could be more memories left over and more background that we can see. But based off on what we saw this chapter and kind of what we got beforehand in the flashbacks, it doesn't seem like she had a conversation with Trump about the experiments and the shit that he's doing. She takes an L for that because if you truly love this man the way you say you love this man, you truly care for him, all this shit, you should have probably walked him down and had a conversation. Like that's what somebody does if they actually really love you and care for you. And I kind of felt like, and she was kind of running away, like from him, and I kind of thought it made me turn look at her differently because I thought like it was kind of like a already broken relationship initially, and that's what kind of what it made it seem when we first got introduced to her. Like their relationship was already fractured, and I mean technically it was like, but it wasn't for like from talking or anything like that. It's because she found out this man's secret, but she didn't talk to him about it, which is kind of like what? And it did make me feel a tad bit sad for Traumery because it sounds like to me, and y'all can't tell me if y'all think the same thing. If she didn't find out about the secret, they might have gotten married. She might have accepted the proposal. Like it might have happened. I don't think and I said in the review, I don't think it was incorrect for Traumery to propose. Because despite the rifts that they got, he still wanted her. And like we even saw that in the little exchange that we did see between them, where he kind of says, "Of course I still care for you," even though he was like walking away and being a little bit like push offy. He was like, "Of course I still care for you," but she like knew a secret and shit, which is kind of like it's kind of like misleading in a way. Uh it made me feel bad for Trauma a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, just in that aspect. But I don't know. Trump set up Enkidu to betray him. We know Trump loves to play these games. Morningstar, I want that to be true. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is. We got to see it. But if that's the case, I would like to see it. But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence now because Enkidu's obsessiveness is kind of scary. Somebody who's that obsessed would kill and he would kill. He would murder her. He absolutely, excuse me, he absolutely would. He has like a really obsessive personality. Like even the way he's attacking Bomb right now, and the way he's kind of lashing out at Bomb like emotionally, he has all the makings of somebody with that personality like archetype. So I don't know. Especially with that attack that basically like damaged Bomb, he could absolutely kill Amweez. Like he could, with a one shot. Like it didn't need to be trying to control him. He could have absolutely did it. Yes, it's wrong. Right now, no one holds him accountable ever. They wouldn't have lasted. I don't know. You could be right though. But all right, let me get back to Daniel's comment. It is official that he only possessed three people. He learned Shinsu manipulation from Traumery, and he probably reached higher ranker status. He is familiar with high ranker body I'm gonna say in stuff. Um, However, something interesting came up. Traumery doesn't seem to like flowers, which might explain why he doesn't manipulate plants himself. Instead, he gave Robodon a tree that can control its roots. I'm not putting too much stock into that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't putting too much stock into that. I can like Traumery not liking flowers. Okay, I can kind of see like the psychology of where you're going. I don't know if it goes as deep as to deal with with Robodon, but okay. Lobo Pia. Yo, every time I see Lobo be a bomb, I just get triggered. I'm sorry. That shit is terrible. That shit is terrible. Um, no Diddy. Connection to Enkidu also ties into this, showing that Bomb has a lot of followers who only support him because they expect him to deliver results. Many of them may not be genuine. I don't think Bomb has any followers that are fake. Name me one follower of Bombs that you think is fake. I don't think anybody that follows Bomb is fake. You can make the guess, but and of course they like a lot of people have been like excited to see his potential. But I don't think there was any fake people. Like a lot of people put themselves in harm's way and in danger to follow Bomb. So I don't know if I really believe that part. But I might be overthinking things, but the inconsistency here is how Garuru still has his consciousness, not explained for his case. We did see a panel showing Enkidu, Belly, and Garuru facing Traumary. I don't know if Garuru has. Okay, I, for this, I'll say Daniel. I do think controlling your mind is whether Enkidu lets you do a type thing. Like I think Guru's mind fused with Enkidu's versus how Bellier's mind is separate automatically. Like Bellier can choose to give Enkidu control or not. I think with Garuru, he can release control and let him kind of muster. But I don't. I think I mean obviously there's a difference between Bellier's mind and Guru's mind, but I think it's just a more of a release thing. Um, I hope that AA uses his ice spear to stall for some time. Yeah, right. I would love to see that, but yeah. I don't expect him to defeat a Ranker, especially after his fight with Dumas, which likely served as a reality check. Excuse me. He needs to be prepared to face a Ranker called Bellier. Being that Endorsey was kind of getting packed up by Bellier a little bit, I don't think Coon can handle him low key. But who has the power of lower end of high ranker strength, but most like the plot for convenience? Uh, hmm. Excuse me, I'm kind of set up all weird today. Question: what makes Enkidu and Wang Wang relationship with Traumary to be interesting is different perceptions and what? Wait. The question is, what makes Enkidu and Wang Wang relationship with Traumary to be interesting in different perceptions and different treatments? I think it was because Wang Wang was a threat, more so like, well, the difference is that Wang Wang was actually loyal to the point where he's doing anything that he must do to serve Traumary. The okay, so the difference between Wang Wang and Kido is pretty simple. So like I just made the reference to the anime Find a Girl in the Dungeon or whatever. There are people that exist in certain anime and series that are so obsessive that they go against the will of the character that they're serving. So, for example, in the anime I just mentioned, the girl who was trying to kill the main character was going against the will of the goddess that she served. She was so obsessed with doing it because she wants her goddess to stay like preserved or in like a godly mind frame. She thinks that if she falls in love with the main character, that she'll become tainted and won't be godly anymore. That's how obsessed she is with the goddess. That's how Enkidu is with Trom. He's basically obsessed, but it's more so not. It's more so Enkidu also wants to monopolize the way Bomb said. He wants to monopolize Trom's feelings, and he wants to only be the one to. It kind of sounds like if Enkidu could be the only person to serve Trommery, he would absolutely be the only person to do it. With Wang Wang was doing any and everything that Trom told him to do. But he also wasn't like crashing out over like trying to preserve Trom's like godliness or anything like that. Like, do I think Enkidu would murder himself if Tromari told him to? I don't know if he would. Like his obsessiveness to serve Tromari might go so far that he may disobey Tromari. Like, no, I'm not killing myself. I want to serve you. But Wang Wang's not. He's not doing that. Wang Wang's just like, okay, schmack. Like he's just packing out. So I think that's kind of the difference. Um, I don't get why Bomb this is Ichigo. I don't get why Bomb is upset or blaming Enkidu or telling him that he's also responsible. Enkidu definitely did the right thing to tell Enweez about Tromari's deeds. I don't know about right thing. I think that's a controversial take. Because he did it to kind of tank their relationship. But it depends on what you see as like the right thing to do. Like for Enkidu's goal, yeah, that's the right thing to do. But in hindsight, like he's trying to like sever any close relationships that Tromari has with anybody else. So I don't know if I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but I guess that is perspective based. Um, I blame Max Steph for Enkidu's obsessive weird actions, bro, made him like this. I don't know, Sleepy. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. But the problem is he was a sponge. That's the problem. He was a sponge who sat in a jar for a very long time and just learned from things he watched. Now, while Trom did teach him things, like, does anybody here believe that Trom's a good teacher? Like, do you think that like Trom is actually like it's like okay, here's the thing. It's like trying to teach a child adult shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like introducing a child to and excuse me if we get like into a like a realm that makes you uncomfortable, but it's like introducing like a 7 or 8 year old child to like how war goes or like how war has affected the world, how like war looks in real life in real time when we see it versus how kids like they don't get to see the actual like deaths and people who are in it. It's like that. Like he kind of put Enkidu like right into the fire of shit and didn't walk him down like kind of kind of like how a child needs to be like honed and taken care of and nurtured. Like he needs to learn things step by step by step. And Trom's nature isn't soft. Like to put it in a simple way, his nature is not soft. It's kind of like we know Trom is kind of like straight up like to the point like I will murder you, like, oh, are you gonna do this, like, oh, like have sex with that snake, like he straight up says shit to like. So Enkidu kind of is like a guy who doesn't really consider feelings because he never really had any feelings. Kind of he never had time to learn about people's feelings, if I had to put it that way. He's never had to understand what like love is. He only like the way he sees it is kind of like a fascination between like Amweez and Trom. So he doesn't really get it. All he sees it as is somebody that's in the way. And I don't want to spend too much on that because I don't want to sound like I'm yapping, but I'm just trying to put Enkidu's mindset on how he was kind of created and brought up versus like somebody else who's like properly nurtured from a child type shit. Um, I think that's like a massive difference. But Maxef kind of just dumped in, and then Maxef kind of just dumped information in him about like stuff in the tower. So bro was kind of like already built to be a certain way, also. So yeah. All right, let me get back to the comments real quick. It's not that they're it's not that they're fake. That it's that Bomb is obsessed with making his friends' goals his goals. Uh, I think yeah, Bomb tries to help too many people. I will say that Bomb cares about shit that he doesn't need to care about. When especially when he's like the food that's being served up. Like bro, you're on the plate, not everybody else. They're trying to get you. Let's not forget all this is happening because they're trying to get you. But Bomb doesn't see it that way. It's like, oh, Gustang, you're trying to murder your family. No, that's wrong. You shouldn't try to murder your family. And give me her chess piece back. You're not gonna give me it back, and you're trying to murder your family. Trauma, I'm joining you, okay? Because even though I have the memories of you doing fucked up shit to your family and basically watching your family get murdered and saying you don't care about them, I'm joining you because Gustang is wrong. That's how I look at Bomb right now. Okay, that's how I look at Bomb right now. He's kind of just like an irritant, low key. Like Wang Ling accepted his place as the underling and was blindly loyal to it. And Kido saw himself as a friend and equal to very different things. Very well put. I agree with that take. And Kido is more like AA, obsessed with something he can't comprehend and never really be useful for it. Ah, a little too far, but which made A's cringe speech at the end even funnier. No, hell no, he's teaching you. No, hell no, he's teaching you, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't want to have free will to use the knowledge. True, true. Time is very different in the story compared to us, so we don't know how long he taught him or how he taught him. Well, to me, it would this like, and this is why they say like when it comes to like raising kids, you need the mother and the father. If a man typically raises like a child, the child will come out a little bit more decisive and is likely to consider the logical part of things less than the feelings part of things. When you have a woman who teaches you how about emotional intelligence and how to express yourself, it's different. And Kidu didn't necessarily have any that side of it. He kind of just has Trom, who already has problems with like dealing with people in general. So it's just like, bro, like, would you really want to be raised and brought up by Trom? Trom doesn't. He's not like a father figure. He's never been. So it's kind of. I mean, it's kind of like a lose lose situation in terms of what Enkidu would turn out to be. Um, but yeah, Bomb right now. I'm joining Trauma because Gusting doesn't agree with me anymore. Virtually, yes. That's virtually what it is. So, all right. Thank you, Daniel, for your comment. I know I was kind of going a little bit crazy there, all over the place, but all right. Savage goes, can't wait for the day the creation of a chimera isn't something surrounded by darkness. Um, I agree. I mostly agree. Like in most series where you see a chimera, there's usually some fucked up shit behind it. I know one in particular that most people know about they're gonna go right to is Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist is notoriously known for the dark shit of making a chimera. Um, I've seen it done well in other series, but like this was one of the bad ways to do it. Or not bad ways, one of the more sinister ways to do it. Especially where like the end goal and like the amount of lives that have been sacrificed to do it. So, Lobo P a bomb defending his family hit is so cute. Trying to remain no mistakes. Yo, it's like I wouldn't even care if Bomb joined like sides with Traumery. Like even in that moment where he said, "Traum, I'm gonna join you. I need your help dealing with Gustang." I wouldn't have a problem with that. It's the fact that Bomb says to this man, "You can call me Lobo Pia Bomb or whatever." Like, huh? Like, bro, why go that far? Like, nobody asked for that. That shit was like, I don't even like to use the word cringe, but that's the first, like, that's the one I can really say, like, I legit like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I hated that shit. That might be like one of the weirdest shit, like weirdest things about this season, like for sure. Um, it shows that Enkidu did it himself this chapter. Aha! We have somebody that agrees with me. Okay, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So just to go back to the review, right? I said that I think that, and I also think it'll make for a better story if this is true. That Enkidu did murder Amwes. Trom did not. it makes for a better story if it happened that way. Because what that means is that Gustang was manipulated by Enkidu. And that Gustang wanted to find, like, it's kind of like Gustang wanted to find a fault in Traumery type shit. Like he wanted to find something wrong because we already, like, at that point Gustang was already falling down the trail of not following what he was meant to do, which is hold his friends accountable. So like it was kind of like a chink in the armor. It's like, oh, here's a moment where, oh, did Traumery fuck up? Let's investigate this. And then all the events happened where Gustang's life got worse, where everything with his wife and his daughter gets captured and blah blah blah. And so now he goes into this deep development, and we don't know. We still haven't seen how Gustang got to be here. Again, I think that'll be introduced when we get introduced to Prouse's character. We'll get introduced to how Gustang got here, but it would be. I think it would make for a much interesting story to me if Enkidu did actually murder Amwise, and even like in the panel, and give me a sec because I can't scroll the chapter. I'm gonna try to pull up the panel and how it looks real quick. Because the art is similar to when Enkidu got pissed off. The art for the words that he used is very similar to the art when he said that he felt that uncontrollable rage. So like you guys remember when he said he felt that uncontrollable rage to like murder her or whatever. The art for when he says something similar to this chapter is very similar. Um, when he says that he didn't have the free will. This right here. So when he says that I got angry, this is like literally the same art and how it looked when he got angry when she decided that she wanted to leave. So when she made that decision of her own free will, I got angry. Um, so to me, that triggered a thought in me, like, well, well, did he really like murder? Did he really murder her? Like, and to save himself, did he put a little thought in Gustang's head to say, "Hey, I didn't actually do this. Your man's did it." Now, granted, saying that V did it does like I did make like a little bit for the other side. Gus Traumery has not acted like an innocent man. He has not acted like an innocent man. He has not acted like an innocent man. I mean, he has not. Okay, and saying that V did it also looks really sus because we know that has nothing to do with nothing. But I'm just finding it a little bit difficult to believe that it was just Traumery controlling him. Like a part of me just wants to stay on the fence about it after this chapter. So I don't know. I love the idea because Enkidu is, first of all, Enkidu is unstable as fuck. Like Enkidu is actually really really unstable. Like as we can see, his obsessive nature about Traumery is really really obsessive. It's really bad. It's really bad to the point where he would absolutely murder Amwise because she decided to leave Traumery. Like he that's how obsessed he is with him. Like in that moment where she basically broke Traumery's heart, he would absolutely murder her just to like make himself feel better and in a way to say that he did it for Traumery. Like I it fits that kind of psychotic behavior. So I don't like family heads being manipulated by a little rat like Enkidu, though he doesn't have the clout. I kind of agree, Morningstar. In a way, and if it happened that way, but evidence is Traumery. I mean, Enkidu did kind of manipulate Trom with the whole Wee situation. Like he did. The part of it I'm talking about Gustang possibly being manipulated. That's me shooting for the stars. But it's the fact that he did manipulate Anne Louise and Traumarie about like he manipulated the relationship. Like that we can't deny that now. I think Traumarie death killed Anne Louise. It was just a matter of two birds, one stone. He can get rid of Anne Louise for betraying him, and he gets to kill Enkidu for telling on him through the ladder. Through the ladder, though the ladder didn't happen since Gustain was involved. I agree, but also Trump's own nature also would also lead Gustain to those conclusions. Baum already admitted he saw what Traumarie did to Enkidu and setting him up or falsely accusing him, I think. But then I'd say that Enkidu was also responsible. He told the girl she was in love with a serial killer psycho. Again, I still don't think it's enough. In all, in this chapter made me really realize that Enkidu is just not as dumb and simple minded as like we originally thought. At least I did. At least for me, he's not as dumb as I thought he was. Like, bro was really in the background, like really trying to make shit pop for himself. And I just don't think it's far fetched that it's possible that he told a lie to Gustain. And even with the truth telling frog thing, I think again you could say Traumarie just manipulated the frog to say, hey, he's telling the truth, but I don't know. I really don't know. So but yeah, I still think it's a little bit up in the air. But if you don't, that's fine too. All right. Zenu says Traumarie definitely killed Amwise, but Enkidu was the one who made the situation happen. Okay, again, I'm still on the fence, but okay. And Weaves was planning to talk sincerely to Traumarie because she still loved him. Was she? Oh yeah. Before she found out. Okay. And thought of their current situation as just a rough patch. And Kido didn't like that. He thinks Anne-Louise is a pathetic woman who is not worthy of being close to Traumarie. So he betrayed Traumarie and revealed his secret to Anne-Louise. Anne-Louise was so shattered by this that she had left was her initial desire to climb. All she had left was her initial desire to climb the tower. Baum suggested that Enkidu took away Traumarie's last chance, which I believe to be his and Amwee's conversation of mending their relationship. I think that's but see this is what I'm saying though. I think that's bullshit though, because she still could have had a conversation with him about what he's doing. Like, just because the secret got exposed does not mean that she can't have a conversation with him. When does that equal not having that? Like, if anything, she has a more of a reason to talk to him about it. Like, I don't agree. I can't agree with that take. Like, if you're his loved one, you are the one that could absolutely talk to him about what he's doing more than anybody else. And she didn't do that. So I'm sorry, Zeno, I completely disagree with that point. Um, Bomb and Traumarie's memories, and the emotions. I'm sorry, so it's not like I get lost in the paragraphs. Bomb has Traumarie's memories and emotions, so Bomb's conclusion shouldn't be brushed aside. Um, no, let's not act. No, let's not act like Bomb doesn't try to play the moral police every time he gets a chance. So I'm sorry. No, Bomb tries to play the moral police whenever he tries to take the chance. No, no. Get the fuck off. No, I'm not brushing him aside, but let's not act like some of the shit that Bomb does doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Sometimes the shit he does doesn't make sense. Um, Maybe there was still some hope for Traumarie, but after he killed Anne he fully embraced the Heart's ideology and became the man he is now. Okay, the Traumarie and Anne situation is tragic. And Kidu sucks. He's a loser. Again, I gotta give Enkidu more points than I did before. Um, he hit V with his attack after Gustain did. I still think it will be a combination of Gustain revealing the true history of the tower and Rachel that fills Bond with so much resentment that V wakes up. I don't know how we get to that point, but okay. I'm looking for, I just can't see I can't see a trajectory of getting there. I'm looking forward to AA versus Rachel. It's always entertaining when they go head to head. That will be peak. I will be looking forward to that. This chapter is 7 out of 10 for me. The art at the beginning with Trauma was really nice. He has so many great panels. Trauma or White, who has the better panels? Honestly, I might go White. Um, the art is I read that. For predictions, I think we'll get AA and then Dorsey versus Rachel and Yora. I don't think we'll see Wreck and the Family Hits until the great match starts. Maybe we'll defeat Enkidu, but each time Enkidu strike bomb, it adds to the V progress bar. That's how I'm looking at it. The V progress bar is growing. Okay, we need to make a V progress bar for sure. Um, while you are right, Mark, but you forgot Tron's possessive nature. He would have never let her go. Uh, I don't know because she was his only like real love interest. So I don't know if he would really, really murk her. But it again, Trom has not acted like an innocent man. Okay, him putting her body in the dragon does not bode well. So yes, you have a point. All right, moving on. We got Loki himself. Nothing that was explained there gives Bomb an excuse for the Among Us with Trom for the. Okay, I must be missing something here. Okay, sorry, it's missing something. But anything this makes me hate. If anything, this makes me hate Traumery more. All NQ did was weaponize the truth, but like he said, nothing he was told was untrue. Nothing he said, nothing he told her was untrue. Excuse me. Trauma is still a psychopath, and I'm glad and Weeze found out. Better her find out now than when she was pregnant with his child and then find out he did experiments on it or something. Sheesh. I said in my comment last week, I knew we were gonna try to give Trom some victim bullshit. You did say that. Also, in the end of they gave me fairy tale power of friendship vibes. It did kind of it was kind of cheesy. I ain't gonna hold you. Now I will see Bomb was 100% correct, but Trom and Nikitu not be, hold on. Now I will say Bomb was 100% about Trom and Nikitu not being friends, but I hope there's more to this because I see. I can't read right now. To this because I've seen nothing that would support Bomb teaming up with Trom for me personally. I mean, Gustang was technically like literally standing in his way, so that was that. I think that was the point. But art was good this chapter. Still didn't. The chapter still it weird. It still didn't it weird. Hey, you be killing me a little bit, Loki. Leviathan is allowing Bomb to use his power on behalf of Trom, and I'm so confused about who has the chess piece now and what happens when this game is over. Um, the Lobo Pia chess piece is controlled right now. Kun has it, and Gustang's chess piece and Kidu has it. This game is dragging on and on to me. It is. I hope it's over in the next two chapters. Charmers goes beyond insane and beyond impossible. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's insane and impossible. Um, it doesn't matter if people are all the same. We will find things to fight with each other about and understand Trum's control. This man doesn't know what he himself wants half the time. True, that's a good point. It's like if Tron wants to control this being that he wants to control, bro is not even good with people. He's not even good with people. So you trying to create this creature that's going to be equal to everything and you controlling it, it's not going to I don't think it's going to give you the satisfaction that you want. I don't think it can't. I think Chomri trying to marry and Weeze is funny as fuck. I'm not sure what he thought marriage was because and Weeze didn't seem like the type to be controlled like he wanted. I think he knew that though. That's what I'm saying. I think he knew that though. Um, Even if Enkidu manipulated Trom, everything else he did and others killed was not excusable. I agree. Enkidu's power is probably an ancient beast power. And Rat will probably come to counter it. Okay. T-Base new art looks clean. That arm panel was amazing. I agree. I agree. I would agree with you. But Max Seth made Enkidu himself to only be loyal to Traumery, and I just think it's a cycle personality to have to do with his creation. I don't think he trolled Traumery that much. Okay, okay. Pretty good take, Loki. Some parts of it I don't agree with, but Sleepy, who was also in here. I always thought the narrative of Traumery using the Q to murder and Weeze felt off to me. Yes, I am of the same ilk. It never really sat too right with me. Um, when it like supposedly the only time we confirmed it, understand, like I think guys we need to also consider that we won't get the truth about this unless it comes from Traumery's mouth himself. Traumery has to say that he killed her. Traum has never said that he killed her. Okay, will he ever admit it? Possibly not. But Enkidu is the only one who confirmed that for us. Enkidu says that he was controlled. I don't know. I don't know. But I just I'm finding it hard to understand. Like I don't know. I just don't. I'm the same. It always felt a little off to me when even when he said it's like okay, like Trump used you to murder her, like to frame you. I get it. I get it. It makes sense in that moment, like it did. But Enkidu's feelings are kind of like murderous in itself. So it's really a toss up to me. I don't know, man. This chapter kind of fucked me up. I ain't gonna hold you. Based off our own bias, what do we know about President Trump and Enkidu's words, which is not credible at all? It could be most likely he was so angry that he went into a blind rage, and when he came to his senses, since this was the first time he experienced rage like that, Enkidu assumed he was being controlled by Traumery. That's what that's a good that's a good point. And I also could be wrong about this, but I don't think Traumery controlled Enkidu um once since he's being introduced. Yeah, he's talked about doing it, but it was um only I'm assuming that's Hedon that got controlled. Um, the wife's home. And Kido said all that to Gusting after the True Frog and Traumery left the room. He allegedly turned his wife's corpse into a dragon. It's not technically confirmed. Gusting felt uneasy looking at it. Her title is Dragon of Lust Valhalla. Gusting could have just been hypnotized or mesmerized by she. True, it the word the I agree. I agree. The words are a little bit confusing, but I agree with you, Sleepy. That still can be up in the air. Bomb was obsessive possessed weirdo to Rachel, and to this day a bad friend. I honestly don't know if that makes him more or less qualified to talk shit about Enkidu. Okay, good take, Sleepy. Good take. Okay, moving on to Duds. Dud says, "Great video, bro. Bomb's actions sometimes piss me off because it seems like he does things based on all CU wants him to do, progress the story in a certain way, not taking into account Bomb's character development at all. I love the world development in TOG. Some characters and mainly Bomb need more attention." Yeah, again, Bomb sometimes does the good guy stuff sometimes, and it throws me off. Especially like in this situation, it's just like and that's why I'm saying Enkidu freaked out because it's like Bomb, why are you on that side? And why are you judging me? Like if you know my history, why are you mad at me? Like okay, I'm not innocent, but bro, like don't try to sit over here and be my be my dad. Like what do you like it's just like Bomb. What would you have done in the situation? Relax. And then like that cheesy ass line from last week when he said, "Yeah, anybody in the tower would stop you." That's cat. That's cat. That's absolute cap. Nobody would go. Nobody would try to stop Enkidu. I'm sorry. Everybody's not the moral police. All right. Gosh says, I believe Enkidu killed Amwes. Okay, somebody who's on my side. When Gustang and Charmery asked Enkidu why he and asked Enkidu why he Amwes, Enkidu said V had told him to kill Amwes. I believe that V may have told Enkidu to kill Amizu. What? How, Sway? How, Sway? Well, this went south. There are two reasons why I believe this. Okay, he has reasoning. When Enkidu and Belier met V inside Bond, we only got to see Belier's reaction. We didn't get to see Enkidu's reaction about V. I don't know if I'm fucking with that one. I don't know about that one. You're a little bit of reach. In season 3, chapter 204, Yi Rang made the sprout to steal Enkidu. Yi Rang. Right. Okay. Yi Rang made the vines of sprout grow forever. Nobody finds Enkidu. We see someone cast a spell on the vines to stop him growing, and the person who cast a spell has some resemblance to V. Okay. It would be interesting to see V wake up in Bond's body and V's interaction with Enkidu in the future. Well, I think we definitely can note that the V that exists is going to definitely make an appearance, and it's absolutely going to shake the shit out of the core of what we know right now. So, I don't know what Bomb said. I don't like what Bomb said in this chapter. Bomb said to Enkidu that Traumery considered Enkidu his friend, but Enkidu betrayed Traumery, and because of Enkidu, Traumery lost his chance for redemption. But if I don't believe Traumery didn't consider Enkidu a friend, but a creature to control, I agree. And Traumery has committed many sins before Enkidu told Amizu's secret, so I believe what Bomb is saying about Enkidu is not correct. Yeah. Okay. I agree. I agree with most of that. Obama says the post about Enkidu being what he was looking for hits, but it's also could also be that since the workshop had made Enkidu, he wanted to make his own version. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if y'all agree with me, but I said that in the chapter review. I said that Enkidu is basically the all creature that Tron's trying to create. He basically is. He can be everything. That's why I'm a little confused. Like Traumer's trying to create something that he kind of already has in a friend. He's just not treating him that way. And if he can control Enkidu, why wouldn't it just be Enkidu? Like why wouldn't it just be Enkidu? Like why wouldn't that being you're talking about just be Enkidu if you can control him the way we said he can be controlled, right? Like why wouldn't he just control him? I don't know. It's Kill. Okay, Kill says Trombury is not creating chimeras so people have the same features and behave the same, though. Okay, he's creating chimeras so he can eliminate free will, therefore creating equality by making everyone a slave. I mean, I kind of said that. I said that there would be a forced equality. If he was to create a being that was everything, it would be a forced equality. But and then if he wants to control, and also if he wants to control it, but okay, I I think kills sometimes kill or listen to one part of something and then not listen to the rest of it and formulate his own thoughts. But it's okay. I'm used to it by now. If the entire tower made with controllable beastkin, he can very if the entire tower mate with a controllable beastkin, he can very well eliminate free will. So yes, his plan is very much possible considering he will live forever. Well, one, no, it's not possible because the entire tower mating with Beastkin is absolutely insane. An insane take. Like, no, there's no reason to believe that anybody who has a brain, especially the other family heads, would allow Beastkin to mate with every other race if they know that Trom can control the beast. Like, no, that would never happen. It's very impossible. Like, what are we talking about? Also, Trauma is trying to create a beast that is controlled, that he can control, and he's merging it with beasts all over the tower, which means that Leviathan, who's a beast from the tower, Traumery can't control Leviathan, but Leviathan would also be a part of the beast or a part of the DNA or genes that you would try to put inside of that. It's the same thing with Wang Wang. Like when Wang Wang had like a feature of him that couldn't be controlled. Like there are people out here that can't be controlled, and Traumery tries to eliminate or seal those people off. So what makes you think that, well, one, there aren't more beasts and more people like that, and if he's trying to splice a bunch of things together, Leviathan exists. Like Leviathan, you couldn't do that with Leviathan. So if you can't control everything, then you can't. It's an impossible task as well. So yeah, it's very likely that this is an impossible task. Like I'm sorry, you're super reaching with that. Like there's no way any of the family here would let their families mate with Beastkin under the guise, like understanding that like Tron, they know that Tron controls animals and beasts, and that he would directly have control of their descendants. Like that's stupid. Like that would never happen. It would take. And you're saying he could live forever, so it would last a lifetime. But I'm saying other families would never allow that to happen. It would never be allowed to happen. So no, especially Zahar. Like Zahar would never let no shit like that happen. Like please. So thanks for the comment, Kill. But that's a crazy take. Um, I don't think it's fair to say Bomb is simply taking Trump's side. He's defo against him morally. Um, hmm. He's defo against him morally. Is he though? When have did he renounce any of Trump's actions? I don't. Okay. Um, but he needed backing in the moment to go up against Gusting. I agree. He isn't on anyone's side. He's just playing the part that he can't best for now. But he again, it's him trying to be the moral police against Enkidu. That's the problem. Like if he was just fighting Enkidu, I don't think we would have cared. But he's trying to tell Enkidu that he's wrong, which he is. But again, you're also it kind of sounds like because you're Trom's right hand man now that you're kind of riding that side. Like no, bro, like you shouldn't be defending Trom in no light. I'm sorry. And Big Smooth said, I don't really think he's on anyone's side. He just doesn't want Enkidu to be the judge of everything because he's guilty too. Uh, I guess I can agree with that part. So, all right, not terrible, not terrible. All right, gang. I think that's it for the day. I'm sorry, like I said, I wasn't staying on super long today, only because I have to work tonight, so I do gotta get ready, prepare everything for work tonight. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm used to I normally stream longer on Fridays, but this chapter was decent. But it's one of those chapters where we're kind of moving the plot and we're kind of just guessing. It's not a lot of theories that we can make off of, like the history stuff with Enkidu and Trom and the psychology behind it. We need a little bit more evidence to come with conclusive um, information about it, but Sleepy said, it's one to two. There's parts of the tower that he doesn't know about. That's one and two. There's parts of the tower, right? And that's also true, Loki. Like you can't control the tower if you don't open up the rest of the tower. Like, I do agree with you. And Mizu feeling some type, and her saying that what I am to you is valid. I do feel like she should talk to Traum directly. Okay, so I saw a basement. You care. I saw the basement, so you care to explain. Right, that's what I'm saying. Just because that's what I'm saying. Like Zenu made the point, and even Bomb's point to say that like you took away his chance. No, he did not, and we still could have had the conversation. She had more of a reason to have it in the first place. You saw her reaction, which she was freaking out. She should have went to go talk to him about it, but she didn't. Which is like, why didn't you? Like, if you cared about him the way you say you cared about him, go talk to him. Just because you know a secret now don't mean you can't talk to the man. Like that's what that's why I don't understand people skipping that step. But hey, but again, thanks everybody that stopped by in the stream. Again, apologize for it being a short one. T-Bait review will be coming out tomorrow for those who are interested in T-Bait. Shout out to that anime announcement. I'm so hyped for that. I think it's gonna be good, despite with a lot of negative feedback from people. I think it's gonna be great. And yeah, I watched bits and pieces of the recent Tower of God episode. It wasn't that bad. It could be better, but it wasn't terrible. So I see what people are talking about. The animation does seem like it's getting better with the workshop. So hopefully, if they did save the good animation for the workshop, then I can kind of give them a pass. But they did butcher some really really good fights, like Bomb and Bomb versus Ren and the other guy. That was a tragedy. I did see parts of that fight and almost threw up. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Have a good weekend. Loki, Sleepy. I appreciate you guys. Look out for that TBA review tomorrow, and peace.